Hello, Stoney fam. Welcome back to another episode. It's been quite a while since I've last talked and seshed with you guys. I was just sessioning on a nice big bong pack of some Mendo Breath that I just picked up last night. I really do love that strain. And this batch in particular, I really do enjoy it. So I'm feeling pretty good today, guys. And I just wanted to, before I break down everything and start going with the gears and everything, I just want to say a special thank you to some specific people, stonery peeps, that I've met on Twitter, that have been nothing but amazing souls and good friends to me pretty much since I've started here, and I really do appreciate your existence. So I want to say that as well with everything that's going down right now with Twitter, with everybody that is, leaving, and all of the chaoticness that's going on, as well as the faulty programming itself. I mean, the notifications are still not working, guys. Still not working. There's a lot of problems that need to be fixed. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen with the whole entire platform, but if I had to make any predictions, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. A lot of people keep saying it's going to get shut down, it's going to die, this and that. I highly doubt it. I feel like it could possibly be similar to the situation that happened with Tumblr, where there was a lot of heavy changes all at once, and the heavy amount of changes caused so many people from the platform to leave. And once they reinstated some things and tried to make it more appealing to the people that used to use the platform all the time, like me, one of these people. I always was on Tumblr for years. Up until basically about the last 2 or so years, I really haven't been as active on it because of that, and the lack of all of my friends that are on there anymore, and the lack of people in general on there anymore, as well as they flagged so many of my posts for their old guidelines that they now changed, so it's just stupid. I have to go through all of those to reinstate them to come back, so it was just really dumb. On top of them having issues with the app itself, trying to upload anything, whenever I try to upload certain pictures or videos, it doesn't want to work. So it's very frustrating. I've tried it on outside of the app and used it on my computer, and it still doesn't want to work, so whatever. Maybe I'm just cursed to use it, I don't know. But that's what's going on with Twitter, I feel like. I feel like it's going to be similar to that, and there will be a huge base of people leaving, but at the same time, with all the talk about it, and the fact that Elon owns it now, I'm not sure, where this direction is going to go. I feel like maybe it could go either way. And then he's been claiming there's a lot of people using it now, so that probably is true as well. I'm not sure. I have noticed, though, a decline in my interactions and all of that stuff since this past week with everything that's been going on with the whole platform not working. So I think that has a huge contributing factor to that. So whatever, though. I will be sad, though, if it does shut down completely. I highly doubt it will, but if it does, I want to say this on here, that I love you guys. I loved every connection that I've made on there with you guys, and being able to post what I want to and not feel scrutinized or judged, and I felt like I could be myself on that platform. So thank you guys for that. And Twitter, shout out, I guess. But yeah, this month has been I won't lie to you guys, it's been very rough at points. It's, for me, a grieving month. At the end of it, which would be tomorrow, is a very hard day for me, and I've been trying to process and grieve properly by myself, and kind of just take in as much as I can, and not really, by taking in, I mean take in, everyday life, spending time with my dog, doing things that I enjoy, that's not going to make me feel selfish or upset. And not that doing this podcast does, but I feel like it takes a lot of me to do it sometimes, and not in a bad way, but I want to be able to put myself and my whole self into what I'm doing, whatever I'm putting out there. So when I've been feeling down, I really don't feel like I can do that, so I don't. And I've been down. I have been a little bit. It's hard for me to process that my this close person that I've loved for years, that I was with, that lived with, and was very close to, is gone, and has been gone now for about 2 years tomorrow. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, and whenever you lose somebody, I feel like it's like such a fresh wound, even if it's been years. I feel like it's still there. It doesn't really fully go away. And with the help of my close friends, with the help of course, who I've mentioned on Twitter, and on, the help of cannabis, as a whole has been very much beneficial for me with all of this and in life. It's always been something that has helped me. So it's really great to see that after some recent events that other states are, joining the bandwagon, and we're going to have, I feel like, hopefully soon. I'm not, obviously I don't know the exact answer and time frame on all these things and what will happen and what won't, but I'm hoping that someday we will have, legalization everywhere, because it should fucking be that way already. At least decriminalization, doing something better for everyone. And also coming with that, I feel like hopefully too, finding a way to regulate in a better way and more connected way, because I feel like with all the states being different and the different regulations, it can get confusing, but, it's like that with just laws, so, like, in general. So, I mean, we don't all have the same laws state by state, so I can understand that as well. So, it makes sense. Wow, I'm rambling a little bit, guys. I'm very stony, and I feel like this strain in particular just makes me, think very deeply. I don't know. And also, speaking of cannabis, I want to talk about some strains, too, that also help you get the, what I like to call, and what a lot of people like to say, munchies. It helps with your appetite, which I have a huge problem with. I have stomach issues, as well as, a very hard time having an appetite, so cannabis plays a very big part in that for me. And so I'm just going to read off some strains for you guys that I've done some research on that can be beneficial with these things and can help you gain an increase in your appetite. First one on the list, and some of these I'm not going to have a full range of information for. Unfortunately, I couldn't find everything, but for this one, starting off, is called Happy Haze, and it can make you feel euphoric and can be a bit talkative as well, so it can help with some social interactions, and if you're in social places and stuff like that, you need to be social. So that'll help with that. There's, for the flavor and aroma of that, it can be apricot and berry, so very a fruity, it sounds very tasty. I've not tried this strain. It can help with lack of appetite, depression, and anxiety. Next one is very interesting. It is a indica dominant strain. It's called Zombie Virus. It can make you feel sleepy, euphoric, and focused. So I think that could be why it's called zombie virus, I think. Maybe, I don't know about the virus part, but I feel like the zombie, I can see why it's okay, you're sleepy, you're in your head, and then you're focused. So, zombies are, sleepy, and they're focused on getting the brains, and they're, crazy in their heads. So, I feel like that makes sense. Flavor and aroma for this is, a chemical diesel-y grape. Doesn't sound like my vibe for the taste and flavor or aroma, but I would definitely try it just because of everything else in the name. Sounds interesting, so definitely willing to try it, but it helps with, as well as your appetite, it can help with stress, depression, and insomnia. So I'm definitely want to try that now after reading that it helps with all those other things as well, because who doesn't need help with those things? If you don't, I'm very envious because I need help with all those things. This one is very funny. I love this strain. It's called Funky Monkey. Another great indica dominant strain. It's testing usually around 18, I think, to 21%. I'm not sure exactly. I have 18% down here. It has also CBG, 1% of that, and it's limonene dominant. So it has the citrus limonene terpene is their most prominent one. And it's going to taste kind of like a berry, very grapey, and it has a hint of cheese to it. I didn't really taste any of the cheese, but I'm not sure if it had anything to do with what I was smoking it out of and whatnot, but it is made by crossing Grape Ape and Mendo Purps. So, two very great strains. And it can help with pain, stress, and anxiety. And this next one is called Colorado Bubba, or it can be AKA, CO Bubba, Colorado Bubba Kush. This also has limonene as its top dominant terpene, and it's testing usually around 21%, and it's an indica dominant hybrid. It can make you feel very sleepy, relaxed, and hungry. So it can give you that munchies, help with your appetite. And it has a nutty, floral, mango, with some blue cheese with flavor and that aroma for that. It won, in 2014, it won Amsterdam's Best Indica in the Cannabis Cup. So that's cool. And it can also help with muscle spasms, depression, and pain. Next one, we got Night Terror. So, aka Night Terror OG. It is also an indica dominant strain, heavy indica. It's going to make you feel, should be anyway, make you feel sleepy, relaxed, and hungry. Help with that appetite right there. Testing usually about 19%. For this one, it has myrcene as its dominant hybrid. And it is a berry, floral, grape, and diesel and pine flavor and aroma for this one. It's made by crossing Rare Darkness and Blue Dream. So, two very great strains. Blue Dream especially I love and is a classic. A lot of people very much are familiar with that one. And it can help with chronic stress, insomnia, anxiety, and stress. As well as, like I said, with that lack of appetite. This next one's pretty funny. It's called Fruity Chronic Juice. Testing usually around 18%. There's about 1% CBG in it. It is an indica strain, and it can make you feel kind of creative as well as talkative, energetic, hungry, and happy. It has a flavor and aroma of grapefruit, orange, a hint of menthol, pine, and citrus. And to create this strain, it is crossed by White Widow and Chronic. So, again, some very popular strains. And it can also help with stress, depression, and pain. This next one's really fun, and I like reading this one. It's called Orange Chameleon. It can make you feel uplifted, energetic, and creative. And it has a flavor and aroma of orange and citrus and some skunk to that. And it can also help with your depression, anxiety, and stress. And so these are the last two that I have to share with you guys. First and foremost from the two, this one's going to be called Candy Cane. It's testing usually around 12%, so not super high on the TAC, but still a great strain. It's long-lasting, and it's indica dominant. And it has a flavor of mango, sweet, and mint. So that could be probably why it's called Candy Cane. It has myrcene as its top dominant terpene. And is made by crossing 3 different strains, actually. It's AK-47, Mango, and White Widow. And this strain can also help with stress, anxiety, and insomnia. So, very beneficial strain, as well as perfect for the holidays coming up. So, if you can get your hands on that one, definitely do. I'm not exactly sure where that strain exactly comes from, where it's grown specifically. So if you can't get your hands on it, I can understand. I really want to try that myself. Not seen it though. Anyway, moving on, we got the last one for helping with lack of appetite that I have here on my list. This one's called Black Water. The name of this alone just for some reason reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not exactly sure, but I haven't tried this strain. I have seen it though. So it's Black Water. It is a heavy indica strain, and it's pretty much a head to toe, sensational, euphoric, and body high. So it's basically a very balanced, nice body and heavy head high. And it's testing at about 18%. Myrcene as its top dominant terpene, and like I said, it can make you feel very sleepy, and it has that euphoric effect as well. And it has a sweet grape and pine and berry taste to it with lemon undertones. So a very tasty strain indeed. And to make this one, it is crossed by SFV, or San Fernando Valley OG Kush, and Mendo Purps. 2 very great strains that I have tried. So I have not tried this combination, but I have tried both of those 2 strains alone. 10 out of 10, love SFV. One of my faves. Mendo, I haven't tried Mendo Purps that much, but I'm smoking Mendo Breath, so I do like a lot of different Mendo strains. Anyway, don't want to lose track of this one. So, Black Water can also help with appetite loss. It can help with your insomnia, multiple sclerosis, chronic pain, and stress. So I think this one, out of the entire list that I've read, it had the most beneficial properties. It can help with a lot more things than others did. Doesn't mean that the others aren't as great, but it's very cool to find that strains can help with not just one thing, but many different ailments and things that we need help with every day. So it's pretty cool. And that's why I was having fun writing down all these, notes on different strains, and kind of not only just for my own knowledge and for me to reference for myself for when I'm going shopping for what I need, but also to kind of give the knowledge to others. And it has